as well just tape money on the Hey guys, it's Sharon. Welcome back to my channel. We're back in my room. My last video was the first video I filmed in my office, and I asked you guys, I don't know if to stick to one or stick to the other, and I did just change the posters in my room. They're super cute and super aesthetic, so I figured, you know what? We'll go back and forth. If I feel like being in the office, I'll be in the office. If I feel like being in my room, I'll be in my room. One of my most popular and most favorite series is my period horror stories, and of course, I've been uploading a lot of like back to school videos, especially because it's still back to school season. So that being said, what better way to celebrate that season than exposing your school period horror stories? Now, if there is one place that I think is the most absolutely terrifying place to ever get your period, it's probably school. School is already mortifying. Kids are already the freaking worst. Take that and you mix that with Mother Nature and your lovely period, it's a recipe for disaster. So that's what we're doing today. If you want to see more videos like this, give us a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed and your post notifications are turned on. And if you would like to see more episodes of this, go check out my period horror stories playlist. And I should probably start one for school period horror stories because this is technically turned into its little own side series. But anyways, make sure you follow me on all my socials so you have a say in my videos and I get to expose your period horror stories as well. But all that being said, go grab your snacks, go grab your tea, go grab your pads, and let's get into this. I went into the girls' bathroom stall and pads were stuck all over the wall. Just imagine how bad that smelled. Okay, pause, because I pictured someone literally just sticking brand new pads on the bathroom wall. I'm over here like, dang sis, do you know how expensive pads are? And they shouldn't be. They should be cheap. Actually, they should be free. I take it back. I was literally like, they're over here taping pads on the wall. You might as well just tape $5 bills on the wall at that point. So I'm glad they're not pasting brand new pads on the wall, but I am not glad that they're pasting dirty used pads on the wall instead, because what the hell is that? That is absolutely disgusting. And this person has too much time on their hand. Also, like, one person has one pad, and if there's multiple pads on the wall, that means there's multiple people doing this, or just one person who has a really heavy flow and it just keeps coming and coming and they have hella pads. And I don't know which one's worse. They're both still pretty freaking disgusting. And you know, I guess the lesson here is this is why you shouldn't use public school restrooms. Imagine having to pinch your nose while you pee. I got my period during science and we were talking about reproduction and I asked to go to the bathroom and my female teacher wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. So I stained my underwear and my mom was out of town. There is nothing I hate more than teachers that don't let you go to the bathroom. Why? Who are you to tell me that I can't pee or I can't poop or I can't bleed? My body needs to do these bodily functions. I get it. Some kids dick off, but it's like, no sis, I need to go do my business. And because of that, teach, I bled on your chair and I'm not sorry. You didn't let me go do my business. Now here's the thing though. There's a difference between your teacher not letting you go to the bathroom just because like your teacher's like a butt and they don't want you to miss whatever lesson's going on and they don't want you to go to the bathroom. Okay, there's a difference between that and you telling them, yo, I'm on my period and I'm bleeding, I gotta go. And them still saying no. Because if you say, I'm on my period and they say no, that's when you get up and you go either way. Or honestly, in this situation, you still should have gotten up and gone either way. And then when you came back, been like, I'm bleeding. You want to see it? I have some bloody tissue paper for you to see it. Just kidding. You get where I'm going. Just tell your teacher you're bleeding. If they say no, still go bleed and then go rat on your teacher. It was my first time having a period at school and I was too scared to ask to go to the bathroom, take out a pad, etc. So I didn't change my pad for the 7 hours of school all week. Sis, no. There's no reason to be embarrassed or ashamed of it. Listen, I'll tell you a secret. You know what happens in the girls' bathroom? People get periods in the girls' bathroom. Okay, that's just what happens in there. It's expected. You can't be shocked if you hear someone opening a pad in the girls' bathroom. But I get when you're new to periods and being a little bit like nervous and embarrassed of them. You shouldn't be, but I get like that beginner's nerve, right? So in cases like this, flush the toilet while you open your pad at the same time. It's not a big deal. As for asking for the bathroom, you don't have to tell your teacher, hey, I'm bleeding, I need to go to the bathroom. Just be like, hey, can I go to the bathroom? And then if they say no, do what I said and just go anyways, or go up to them and be like, I'm bleeding, I gotta go. And there's nothing to be ashamed about because periods are a bodily function. They're just as natural and normal as peeing, pooping, burping, whatever. So don't be ashamed of it. You don't have to suffer through 7 hours of wearing a pad. Granted, you can wear a pad that long, but if you're a really heavy bleeder and you're bleeding through those, you don't want to stay in them that long because then that pad's not gonna be able to hold all your blood and it's instead gonna come out to your undies and out to your pants or whatever you're wearing. And that's even worse than being more embarrassed to ask to go to the bathroom. So basically, would you rather ask to go to the the bathroom or walk around with period stains. Think about it that way. I was in class and one of my female classmates had to go to the toilet. My male teacher said no and continued his lesson. About 2 minutes later, a boy asked to use the toilet and my teacher let him go. Long story short, my entire class started shouting at the teacher and the girl walked out, did what she needed to do, and came back. Yeah, what the heck is that? How are you gonna let the dude use the toilet and not me? I'm not saying your teacher's sexist, but actually that is precisely what I'm saying. Why, teach? Why can he go to the bathroom but not me? Typical. The male lets the male go to the bathroom, but God forbid the female who is literally bleeding needs to go to the bathroom. That's when I would have bled on his seat. Not even the classroom seat that I'm sitting in, on his. I would have gone up to his desk, sat in his chair, and just free bleed. That's what you get for being sexist. Good for that class though. Report him though. Is this video just gonna be me? Go report your teachers, they suck. I mean, maybe if they let me use the restroom. I got my period and I asked a girl for a pad. She gave it to me, but also gave me a note that said, "Welcome to the period squad." Then led me to the bathroom where a group of girls were putting pads on the wall and also hanging tampons on the ceiling. Is this the same girls from the first story? No, that would be too perfect. But what are the freaking odds? Also, what the hell is this period squad thing? Listen, are we all part of a secret society once we get our periods and like nobody told me about this secret society? Apparently a secret society, secret club, whatever, where you hang tampons from the ceiling and stick bloody pads on the walls. And that is really a really weird way to bond with friends or bond with fellow menstruators. Cause are y'all even friends? Did you just ask a random girl and she's like, come join my bloody club of weirdos? How are they getting up to the ceiling and hanging tampons? That must be a really short school. They got a step ladder in the bathroom and everything. They're hiding it in one of the... Me being me, I would be like, that's crazy! Takes pictures, shows everyone. This is like definitely one of those clubs that you shouldn't be proud to be a part of. I was in freshman year and I was outside for gym class and on my period. I could feel myself bleeding through my shorts, so I asked my gym teacher if I could go inside to use the bathroom and he said no. So I had one of my friends throw a frisbee at my mouth and then the teacher had to let me go to the nurse because blood was literally covering my teeth. Why can't teachers just help assist out? Girl, I don't think you had to injure yourself, knock some teeth out, just to go to the restroom. What? This is the definition of taking it too far. This is way more extreme than it needs to be. Listen, if your teacher's like, no, you can't go to the restroom, just be like, okay, teach, look me in the eye. When I tell you I need to go to the restroom, and when I tell you is lady problems, you're gonna let me go to the bathroom. No need to have your friend physically injure you for you to finally be allowed to go to the bathroom. And like, real talk though, you could have just faked an injury. I simply would have tripped, fallen, and be like, oh my god, my ankle. No, sis was really dedicated and she was like, hey bestie, right here. And now you're bleeding from your coochie and your mouth. Was it worth it? I got my first period in grade 9 in the middle of gym class. I had no idea until my guy best friend had to tell me. I looked down, saw the blood running down my legs. I can't stand seeing blood and I fainted. Once I was awake, everyone in class knew I had gotten my period. My gym teacher sent my guy best friend to help me as he was the only one I knew in that class. We had to walk to the nurse and ask for a pad. I kept throwing up because I was dizzy from fainting and he gave me his sweater to hide the blood. It's actually sweet. He marks his calendar so he knows when I'm going to be on my period and he puts chocolate in my locker, girl. Before we talk about how amazing of a guy that is and how much we all deserve to have a guy like that, can we please talk about the fact that this poor sis faints at the sight of blood and has a vagina? How tragic. Take your uterus out. Literally no other option. Just rip it out. Aside from that, shout out to this boy. He said, I'm gonna keep track so I know when to tell you to go change your pad and you don't ever pass out in class again. It's giving Virgo energy. It's also giving best friend to lovers energy. Oh, truly a rom-com dream. My school is an only girl school, but the dumbest thing our school made was white uniforms. I had felt blood, so I ran to the bathroom, and when I locked the door, I saw blood all over my uniform. That actually is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. How are you gonna be an all-girls school and your uniform is white? You know girls bleed. I would flat out be like, okay, so every time I bleed through my uniform, you're doing my dry cleaning. Principal, guidance counselor, administration, school board, I don't care. Cause why is that necessary? You can't do black. You just gotta switch schools and find a school that has a better uniform than white. Just say you hate girls. But real talk though, if you have a school uniform and you're scared of leaking through, just wear biker shorts underneath. Wear a second pair of underwear. Either way, this is still dumb. Cause also, what if I get dirty during lunchtime? My teacher won't let me go to the bathroom, so I showed him my pad and told him I was on my period and needed to go. He confiscated my pad and gave me detention. I don't think he knew what a pad was. Imagine being a grown-ass man and you have no idea what a pad is. That's how I know he doesn't have any sisters. He doesn't have a mom. He's never had any girlfriends. He's never had a girlfriend, like a girl space friend. How? What? And it blows my mind that guys know so little about periods. I'm not saying they need to know as much as we do, because granted, we're the ones that are bleeding, right? At least know what a tampon and a pad is. That's like the bare minimum you can do, because how are you gonna give me detention for having a pad? For having something I need for a natural occurrence that happens to my body? No, that's when you truly need to report him. That's when I get the principal involved, the school board involved, my mama involved. Everyone and their mother is gonna teach this dude what a period is. I bet he felt like Boo Boo the Fool whenever he found out. If he's found out, what if he's still out there in the world not knowing what a period pad is? What a stupid head. That's not even secondhand embarrassment. That is first-hand embarrassment. My female PE teacher asked all the boys to leave the class and gave us a speech on how we all need to learn to hold in our period and not be delicate darlings. She tried everyone on this day, and she is trying me. You have a vagina, you bleed, and you're gonna tell other bleeders, hold it in. You can't. You physically cannot hold in your period blood. It is impossible. Imagine being a teacher and not knowing basic knowledge about your own body. Honestly, I think this is worse than the other teacher that thought a pad was something bad, scary, dangerous. So a quick lesson for all of us. You bleed out of a different hole than you pee. That's why you can hold in your pee, but you can't hold in your blood. I can't believe we really have to be out here and teach our teachers. Embarrassing. I'm the delicate darling. At least I'm not the dumb darling. I was supposed to get my period that day and thought I had pads in my backpack. At school, I checked in my backpack, but I didn't have any pads. No one I asked had pads, only tampons. I never used them before and decided that would be the day. I put it in right, but when I had to take it out, it was dry. I was sitting on the toilet crying because it hurt to take it out. Oh no, sis. I know tampons sound scary, and I promise you they're not. And actually, if you need help on how to put in a tampon, I have a wonderful video called How to Put in a Tampon the Right Way so it doesn't hurt. The reason it hurt was because you simply were taking it out too early. If you are taking out a tampon and you feel that it hurts, that's because it's dry. There's not enough period blood in that tampon. You have to let it soak in more blood. You can technically wear a tampon up to like 6 to 8 hours depending on the brand, depending on the type of tampon. So if you're trying to take it out too soon and you still have some wiggle room for more time to wear it, do it. That way it won't hurt when you try and take it out. It happens to the best of us, but now we know how to not let it happen to us again. When I got up from my chair, there was blood everywhere, all over the chairs and my pants. The boy I like sits next to me and noticed the blood. He called me gross and to this day refuses to talk to me or look at me. That's how you know your crush is trash. So don't even be sad if your crush is grossed out by you having a period. Instead, be happy that you are dodging a bullet and that the trash is taking itself out. But real talk, I love when guys are like, ew, periods? And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what your mom was waiting for, but instead she got you. Sad, isn't it? It was just a normal PMS day for me, and I was expecting my period to come the week after, so I was wearing my light gray camo leggings and I suddenly felt something. The teacher said I couldn't go to the bathroom. It was a female, and I went up to her and said, I think I just got my period. Please let me go. This bitch said, honey, that's just too bad. We all go through this. I was pissed, so I started walking to my locker, got my period bag, and went to the bathroom. Sure enough, it started, and I took care of everything. After I cleaned myself up, I went to the guidance office and reported my teacher for being such a bitch. Whenever I see her, she doesn't even look me in the eyes because she knows what she did was wrong. Yes, queen. I stand. I love it. This is exactly what all of you should do. How are you gonna guilt me and be like, honey, we all get periods, so you know exactly what it's like. So you know that when I'm bleeding, I can't do anything about it. So why are you not letting me go to the bathroom? She got what she deserved, and she did it to herself, and she wouldn't have been in that position had she simply let me go to the bathroom. That is such weird energy. We all suffer. Just because I've suffered with my period and I've leaked through in class, you have to do the same. Okay, weird. I am so proud. I was at my school swim practice and I was on my period. I really needed to use a tampon, but my dad wouldn't let me because he thought it was a sex toy. So then I wasn't able to participate in swim practice. Remember when I said it is the bare minimum for guys to at least know what a pad and a tampon is? Imagine thinking a tampon is a sex toy.
Bruh.
Every day I am surprised by stupidity, and I really try not to be, but every day I'm just like, they really are that stupid. This is why period education is so important. I don't care who you are, what you are, you need to know that a tampon is not a sex toy. Tampons have nothing to do with sex. They are just a tool used to collect period blood. Please have your dad look up what a tampon is. I am disappointed but not surprised. Dang, I can't believe we're really out here teaching our teachers and teaching just adults in general. It'd be like that sometimes. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a big thumbs up. And if I didn't get to expose your period horror story that happened at school, but you would like to share it with us, please do so in the comments below. If your teacher has tried you, I would love to hear about it. And now you know, if they do try you, to the guidance office. Reported. Shout out of the day goes to Tori on Instagram. Thank you so much. If you would like to be shout out of the day, just follow me on my Instagram and stay active. And you can also follow my Twitter and my TikTok to have a say in my videos, and I get to expose all your tea as well. And if you would like to see more episodes of this series, go binge my period horror stories playlist. I have a lot of episodes in general with a lot of different themes, and school is definitely one of those themes. Please keep educating those adults in your life about periods. I'm so proud of you. Okay, bye.